Wow. That was amazing. Wow. So thank you, Vanita. Thank you, all the agents of change. So now I got to put my glasses on because I got to, do some serious business. And so to introduce the next group of agents of change. And one of the founding principles and enduring values of AAFE is that we always believe that Asian Americans are part of a larger civil rights movement to fight for justice, equality, and opportunity for all Americans. So it's really about the movement. It's really about the rights of everyone. And that's why I think that our founders, named the organization Asian Americans for Equal Employment, or later after that, Asian Americans for Equality, and not the other way around as equality for Asian Americans only. And so I also remember the story about how the victory of gaining jobs, the hiring of the 24 construction jobs at Confucius Plaza was because there were other folks from other communities, whether they were African American, Latino, and white, brothers and sisters that came to Chinatown to help us to join the protests and taught the community of how to organize and how to really demand our rights and gain the rights. And that has been an enduring value for us, and then that's why for us, for Asian Americans for Equality, for AAFE, and the people who joined the organization, we always, had the vision of the need to bridge communities, reach out to other communities, join other efforts, as well as building collaborations and coalitions, so that we can share our models for fighting for justice, for equal opportunity, and so that we can make gains for all of us together. And that's why, the next round, the next group of agents of change are the people that we really have worked together to, for the last 40 years, so then we can have what we have today. And so I just want to bring up the next group of, honorees, agent of change, and Seema and Nani. Kenneth Cohen, Ben Dolchin, Bruce Pfeffer, Lisa Hasagawa, Irma Rodriguez, Chiu-Yong Yun to come up. And I know Damaris and then Gordon Chin couldn't join us today, but they are here, in spirit with us. So on behalf of the group, I'd like to introduce Irma to... Keith Getter.
Where's Keith? So, on behalf of, it's funny. I looked in the program and it said that we were sort of expanding and strengthening, and I'm thinking after dinner and dessert we're all expanded. So, but I've been asked to say a few words on behalf of my coalition and collaborator group, and I want to say thank you from them to all of you for being here, and are especially some thanks to AAFE, who we've all had the wonderful experience of being able to work with in one capacity or another. So I was asked to talk a little bit about coalitions, and so the first thing that came to mind was that coalition work is hard. And some don't do it. Some groups just don't do it. And some do it, but they do it kind of badly. And but some groups are really good at it. And I think that AAFE falls into that category. And so what does doing it well, being a good coalition member, a good collaborator, what does that mean? And so I think what's happened over the years as I've been involved in this kind of work is that I've recognized a couple of things about what it means to work with other groups and to be able to do the work. And the first thing that comes to mind for me is sharing goals and strong and being clear about what those goals are, and sharing values and understanding what those values are, and sharing practice, what's good practice. And one of the things that struck me as I was watching the film earlier was that there were many parallels between AAFE's history and the history of my organization, which will be celebrating its 40th anniversary next year. And aside from that history of sort of coming out of a community housing controversy, there was the notion that behind it all was the need to build community and to move forward with some goals around social justice. And I think that that's the thing that I most admire about AAFE's work. So the last thing I want to say is that, what have we done in terms of all of us in coalition? And AAFE's been a very strong member of ANHD, the Association for Neighborhood and Housing Development. And there's been so many campaigns, I can't even list them. But personally for us in Queens, the work with Queens for Affordable Housing, when we kind of took to the streets around the Hunters Point plan, and then later the work that we've done together with the Queens Housing Coalition around Willets Point. For some reason there's 2 points, I don't know. And have all been really important community efforts. And so I want to take this opportunity to thank Chris, his gang, the board, the staff, everybody, for being such a good partner in the work in the community. Thank you.